Warning. Actonville TV disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host, authors, and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any religious affiliation.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Ayyappa. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. For those of you that are just joining us, well, we just opened up the show as we are currently streaming live in the Nature South on Actonville TV. This is a show called The Journey, and it's all about exploring Hinduism as a whole. For those of you who don't know me, I'm your host Kimera, Heeralal, taking you through a full hour of a spiritual journey. Alright, so today you are sitting at episode number 126, and it's about the origins of Ayyappa Swami. Now, yesterday we had Guru Sivaraman, who was here in studio with us, educating us on his point of view of what and who Ayyappa Swami is all about. Now, today we are going to do a little bit of in-depth teachings on Ayyappa Swami. So please stick around for the whole hour, as you are going to be well educated, especially if you are a newcomer to the Hindu religion. Now, stay tuned and stay exactly where you are. Relax, kick back, and we are going to talk about the origins of Ayyappa Swami. Before we get to who he is, let's open up the show as we always do with Hinduism, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, we must stop, give thanks, and pray to Lord Ganesha first before we do anything. Helping us do that this evening, we have Veeramani Raju praising Lord Ganesha.
மனங்களில் அருளைத்தான் பொழிந்திடும் மால் மருகனை வேண்டி நாம் தொடர்ந்திட வேல் வீரனின் தம்பி வான்மீகரென வேல் அமர்ந்திட அண்ணன் காவல் விளங்கும் சபரியிலே குணம் விளங்கும் குரு எனவே குலம் செழிக்கும் மலை இருக்க கணபதி இருக்க நிலைக்கும் செல்வம் கிடைக்கும் பக்தருக்கெல்லாம் நிறைக்கும் அருளை வழங்கும் கணபதி வல்லார்.
மூல கணபதி எங்கள் காவ தெய்வம் கணபதி அன்பை போற்றும் குணநிதி அவன் வாரி வழங்கும் குணநிதி.
மலையின் மேல் அமர்ந்திட ஐயன் அருள் பெற பெருகும் பெரும் கூட்டமே நான் வருகிறேன் என்று அபயம் கேட்டிட ஐயன்மார்களின் சரணம் வான் முற்றிட தங்கத்திலே சன்னதியில் தனிமையிலே அமர்ந்திருக்கும் தமையனையை வேண்டிடவே வரம் கிடைக்குமே. ஐயன் மலையில் ஏறி யாத்திரை செல்வார் ஐயம் போக்கும் கணபதி பாதம் பணிவார். பாடுவோம் போற்றுவோம் பார்ப்புகழும் நாதனை பாடுவோம் போற்றுவோம் பார்ப்புகழும் நாதனை தம்பியை காத்திட பம்பையிலே வாழ்ந்திடும் தம்பியை காத்திட பம்பையிலே வாழ்ந்திடும்.
கன்னி மூல கணபதி எங்கள் காவ தெய்வம் கணபதி அன்பை போற்றும் குணநிதி அவன் வாரி வழங்கும் குணநிதி.
சரணம் சொல்லி பாடிடுவோம் கன்னி மூலமே பம்பையிலே வாழும் எங்கள் கங்கணபதியே வந்திடுவோம் வாழ்வினிலே ஏற்றம் தேடவே பாட்டிடுவாய் கணபதியே மாற்றம் கூடவே.
கன்னி மூல கணபதி எங்கள் காவ தெய்வம் கணபதி அன்பை போற்றும் குணநிதி அவன் வாரி வழங்கும் குணநிதி. கன்னி மூல கணபதி எங்கள் காவ தெய்வம் கணபதி அன்பை போற்றும் குணநிதி அவன் வாரி வழங்கும் குணநிதி.
Jai Ganesha, Swami Ayyappa. Beautiful delivery by a legend on our screen this evening, as you just saw Virumali Raju, and I do believe that's his son next to him. That was wonderful. For those of you that just joined us, we just opened up the show, but we did not start our teachings yet on the origins of Ayyappa Swami. Yes, we did cover this yesterday with Guru Sivaraman, as he shared his view of he is a very, very true and devoted Ayyappan devotee. So we had his views and his beliefs taught on the show yesterday. Today we are covering everything from scratch if you are new to Hinduism and Ayyappa Swami as well. Now, before we take a quick break, let me share some love coming in through YouTube as Devin Aidu comes in. And namaskaram to you too, sir. Thank you for coming on the show. Hemali Shiva as well. Good evening, Didi. Good evening, my darling. Namaste to you. Just stay exactly where you are, guys, as we will continue and start our teachings. As if you were new to Hinduism, we'll be talking about the origins of Ayyappa Swami.
See flooring differently. Innova Floor Santan. Contact us today.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sairam, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Ayyappa. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining the show. For those of you that just joined us, I feel that I should be saying this is part 2 of the origins of Ayyappa Swami. Most of you caught yesterday's episode with Guru Sivaraman, as he, as a true devotee, Ayyappan devotee, has explained his views and his beliefs and his teachings yesterday. Today we will continue to teach about the origins of Ayyappa Swami, as if you were hearing this for the very first time. And to newcomers to Hinduism, welcome. Alright, so as we start off the show, or kick off the teachings of the show, you can take a look at Ayyappa Swami on my site, as I refer to him as Ayyappa Appa. Now, let's get started with the teachings, right? Feel free to comment at the bottom of the screen where there is a comment section. If you feel, a little bit intimidated and don't want to share who you are, you can keep yourself anonymous and use our WhatsApp line, which you'll find at the bottom right of your screen throughout the entire show. Okay, so Ayyappan, who's also called a Dharma Shasta and Manikandan, okay, and he is a Hindu deity, well, they say popular in southern India. Now, he is considered to be the epitome of Dharma, truth, and righteousness, and is often called upon to, obliterate evil, as he's known. Now, a lot of people say that he is the god of righteousness and celibacy. Now, if you look at his affiliation is with Hinduism, okay, and his abode is Sabrimala. If you look at his mantra, it's Swami Ayyappa, and Ayyappan Gayatri mantra as well is in play. His weapons, if you take a look, would be his bow and his arrow sword. That will be the picture when he was really, really young, not in the pose that you're seeing now on my right. But his mount as well is a tiger, that is quite popular as well. And his texts are found in the Brahmanda Purana. He was born, where they're giving personal information of his born, he's Manikandan, he was born in Manikandan. His parents are Shiva, who's his father, and Mohini, who's his mother. Now, although devotion to Ayyappan has been prevalent early in South India, his popularity rose only in the late 20th century. And Jagadguru Sankaracharya has praised him in many hymns. Now, according to Hindu mythology, ladies and gentlemen, he is the son of Harihara, meaning Vishnu in the form of Mohini and Shiva. Now, Ayyappan is also referred to as Ayyappa, as I call him. And as you can see, the director has changed the picture of Ayyappa Swami, as I refer to him as Ayyappa Appa, if you don't mind me saying that throughout the entire show. You can see a description of him as I described earlier, the bow and arrow, the sword. You can see it, right? And you can see his ride as well as a tiger, his mount. Okay, so let's get a little into it, right? So now, Ayyappan is also referred to as I mentioned before, Ayyappa, Sastavu, Hariharasudan, Manikandan, Shasta or Dharma Shasta, and Sabarana, right? Now, the iconography, ladies and gentlemen, of Ayyappan depicts him as a handsome celibate, brahmachari, okay? A deity doing yoga as an epitome of Dharma, who wears a bell around his neck. Now, in the Hindu tradition popular in Western Ghats of India, he was born with the powers of Shiva and Vishnu to confront and defeat the shape-shifting evil buffalo, demoness Mahishi, who was considered sister of Mahesha Sura. Now, he was raised by a childless loyal couple, Raja Shekhara, also known as Raja Shekhara Pandiyan, and Kuparundevi, and grew up as his warrior yogi champion of ethical and dharmic living. Now, in South Indian portrayals, Ayyappan images show him riding a tigress, but in some places such as Sri Lanka, he is shown riding a black elephant and a horse. Now, Ayyappan's popularity has grown in many parts of India, and most of the prominent Ayyappan shrine is at Sabrimala, nestled in the hills of Pathanamthitta of Kerala. I would just say Kerala. Now, the shrine receives millions of pilgrims every year in late December, early January, many of whom prepare for weeks before and then climb the hill barefoot, making it one of the largest active pilgrimage sites in the world. The pilgrimage attracts a wide range of devotees from diverse social or economic backgrounds, except women in their fertile age, because Ayyappan is believed to be a celibate deity. He remains one of the few deities in the Hindu tradition who is respected by other religious communities. This is including the Muslims, and the Christians in Kerala. Now, the most significant festival linked to him is they call it the Makaravalakku, meaning the Makara Sankriti, and it's observed around, well, the winter solstice. Now, for those of you who are joining conversation today, please feel free to interact with us, as this is an open platform for the public. And if you are an Ayyappan devotee or Hindu and follow Hinduism, share your wisdom. You might teach me something new on this educational platform. Okay, so let's look at its names and iconography, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the name Ayyappan, okay, the name Ayyappan, sometimes spelt as Ayyappa or just plain Ayyappan, may be related to as Lord Father. The name may literally come from Ayyan and Appan, both meaning father, okay? And the roots names Ayyan and Appan denotes Mohini. Mohini here, called father, she is a female form of the god Vishnu and Shiva, respectively. Now, however, the word Ayyappan is not found in South Indian versions of the medieval era Puranas, leading scholars to the hypothesis that Ayyappan may have roots elsewhere. The alternate theory links to it to the Malayalam word Achan and Tamil word Appa, which both mean father. Now, with Ayyappan connoting Lord Father, the alternate proposal is supported by the alternate name for Ayyappa being Sastava, Sasta, Shasta, Sastra, and a Vedic term that also means teacher, guide, lord, ruler. The words Sasta or Sasta and Dharma Sasta, in the sense of a Hindu god, are found in the Puranas. Now, Ayyappan is also known as Harihara Sudan, meaning the son of Harihara, or you can even say a fusion deity of Hari and Hara, the names given to Vishnu and Shiva respectively. He is also called Manikanta, from Mani, Sanskrit for precious stone, and Kanta, Sanskrit for neck. Now, in some regions, Ayyappa and Ayyanar are considered to be the same deity, given their similar origin. Others consider him as different because their worship methods are not the same. Now, Ayyappan is a warrior deity, right? And he is revered for his ascetic devotion to Dharma, the ethical and right way of living, to deploy his military genius and daring yogic war abilities to destroy those who are powerful but unethical, abusive, and arbitrary. His iconography is usually shown with a bow and arrow upraised in his left hand, while in his right hand he holds either a bow or a sword diagonally across his left thigh. Other depictions of Ayyappan, particularly paintings, generally show him in a yogic posture, wearing a bell around his neck, and sometimes shown riding a tiger. As we educate you on Ayyappa this evening, coming up next we have Veeramani Raju performing for you again on our screens with Ayane Swami Ayyane.
அருமறையாம் திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சாமி ஐயரே சுவாமி ஐயரே அவனி தன்னை காக்க வந்த ஐயப்ப சாமி இருமுடிகள் தலையில் ஏந்தி வருகிற கூட்டம் இருவிழிகள் இருவடிகள் எருமேலி பேட்டதுள்ளி ஏகாந்தன் நாமம் சொல்லி கரிமலையின் மீது ஏறி வந்தோம் ஐயா. பம்பை நதி தாண்டி வந்து 18 படியேறி படியளக்கும் உன்னை காண நின்றோம் ஐயா. எருமேலி பேட்டதுள்ளி ஏகாந்தன் நாமம் சொல்லி கரிமலையின் மீது ஏறி வந்தோம் ஐயா. பம்பை நதி தாண்டி வந்து 18 படியேறி படியளக்கும் உன்னை காண நின்றோம் ஐயா. சத்திய தேவபாலா சர்வரூபசீலா நித்ய வாழ்வின் மூலா சரணமையப்பா. சத்திய தேவபாலா சர்வரூபசீலா நித்ய வாழ்வின் மூலா சரணமையப்பா. சுவாமியே ஐயப்பனே அருமறையா திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சரணம். அருமறையா திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சரணம். சுவாமியே ஐயப்பனே அருமறையா திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சரணம். அருமறையா திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சரணம். சபரிமலை காட்டினிலே கரண கோஷம் எதிரொலிக்கும் சாஸ்தாவின் புகழ் பாடும் மரங்கள் யாவும். சன்னிதானம் மெய்ஞானம் மகர ஜோதி எழும்பானம் மலையில் ஐயன் நாமம் சொல்லும் சின்ன பூவும். சபரிமலை காட்டினிலே கரண கோஷம் எதிரொலிக்கும் சாஸ்தாவின் புகழ் பாடும் மரங்கள் யாவும். சன்னிதானம் மெய்ஞானம் மகர ஜோதி எழும்பானம் மலையில் ஐயன் நாமம் சொல்லும் சின்ன பூவும். சத்திய தேவபாலா சர்வரூபசீலா நித்ய வாழ்வின் மூலா சரணமையப்பா. சத்திய தேவபாலா சர்வரூபசீலா நித்ய வாழ்வின் மூலா சரணமையப்பா. சுவாமியே ஐயப்பனே அருமறையாம் திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சரணம். அருமறையாம் திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சரணம். சுவாமியே ஐயப்பனே அருமறையாம் திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சரணம். அருமறையாம் திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சரணம். ஐயனே சுவாமி ஐயனே அருமறையாம் திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சாமி. ஐயப்பனே ஐயப்பனே அவனி தன்னை காக்க வந்த ஐயப்ப சாமி. இருமுடிகள் தலையில் ஏந்தி வருகிற கூட்டம் இருவிழிகள் திருவடிகள் காணவே நாட்டம். இருமுடிகள் தலையில் ஏந்தி வருகிற கூட்டம் இருவிழிகள் திருவடிகள் காணவே நாட்டம். சுவாமியே ஐயப்பனே அருமறையாம் திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சரணம். அருமறையாம் திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சரணம். சுவாமியே ஐயப்பனே அருமறையாம் திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சரணம். அருமறையாம் திருமறையே ஐயப்ப சரணம்.
Swami Ayyappa. What a beautiful delivery from Veeramani Raju with Ayane Swami Ayane. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. When you come back, we will continue with our teachings of the origins of Ayyappa Swami as we will talk about life and legends straight after this.
Are you looking for transport from Lenasia south to surrounding areas for work? Look no further, contact Jones 083 298 5054.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Ayyappa. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, so this evening we are continuing episode 126 as we are teaching about the origins of Ayyappa Swami, and now we're continuing with these life and legends. Well, for those of you that just joined us, what you missed was basically just the names and iconography as you're explaining who Ayyappa is and where it all began, kind of thing, you know. So let's move on to the life and the legends. Now, the legends and mythology, right, of Ayyappa varies across regions like or should we say the Hindu gods and goddesses, right? It varies. And reflecting a tradition that is evolved and enriched over time, sometimes in conflicting ways. Like, for example, the Sri Bhuta Datha Purana, that text represents Ayyappan as an incarnation of the Hindu deity Harihara Putra, the son of Shiva and Mohini. Now, this interaction between Shiva and Mohini is mentioned in the Bhagavad Purana, or should I say the Bhagavata Purana. But Ayyappan is not mentioned there. In the oral tradition, as represented by the Malayalam folk songs, Ayyappa is presented as a warrior hero of Pandala kingdom. Now, according to Eliza Kent, someone that I've been doing research on research, according to Eliza, the legends in the Ayyappa tradition seem to be artificially mixed and assembled into a kind of collage. Now, Ruth Vanita suggests that Ayyappa or Ayyappan probably emerged from the fusion of the Dravidian god of tribal provenance and the Puranic story of Shiva and Mohini's interaction. His characteristics are most similar to the Tamil folk deity of Ayyanar, hence a reason for his large following amongst Tamilians. Now, if you look at the core story, let's look at the core story. There was once a kingdom of Pandalam where Ayyappan originated, and the royal family was childless, right? Now, one day, the king of Pandalam found a baby boy in a forest. The king carried the baby to an ascetic in the forest to inquire about the boy. Now, the ascetic advised the king to take the boy home, or take the baby home, raise him like his own son, and that in 12 years he would discover who the baby was. Now, the royal family did so, and naming the baby Manikanda. At age 12, the king wanted to formally invest Manikandan as the heir prince, Yuvraja. However, the queen, under the influence of an evil minister, objected to this. Now, the minister had advised the queen that only the younger biological child should be the next king. Now, the younger child was disabled and lacked the ability to perform the duties of the king. Something that the scheming evil minister thought would make him the true de facto ruler. Now, the minister persuaded the queen to feign an illness and ask for tiger's milk to cure her illness, and demand that Manikanta be sent to get the milk from the forest. Now, Manikanta volunteers, goes into the forest, and returns riding a tigress. The king, realizing Manikanta's special ability to recognize, basically his special ability recognizes the adopted son to be a divine being, resolves to make a shrine for him. For the location, Manikanta shoots an arrow that lands 30 kilometers away. The young boy then transforms into Ayyappan. The place where arrow landed is now an Ayyappan shrine, a site of a major pilgrimage that is particularly popular for visits on Makara Sankranti, about January 14th. Now, the above core story is shared wherever Ayyappan is revered in India. Now, sometimes the story is slightly different or extended, such as the youngest son of the queen is not disabled. Ayyappan does bring tiger's milk for the queen riding on a tiger, but after doing so, Ayyappan renounces the kingdom, becomes an ascetic yogi, and returns to live as a great warrior in the forested mountain. Now, before we continue with the medieval interpretations, please feel free to share with us your views, your comments, your beliefs, your wisdom, as well as your granny's tales. It's quite lovely to learn what you have learned growing up, and I'm very well educated by research, not by growing up and by culture. Some things, yeah, but in depth of Hinduism, it's a lot of work to actually put things together and educate myself and still do the show from the bottom of my heart as my seva. Interact with us in studio today. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, there is a comment section, or if you wish to keep yourself anonymous and share your views and comments, you're welcome to hashtag it anonymous and use our WhatsApp line, which you'll find at the bottom right of your screen throughout the entire show. Okay, so before we continue with the medieval interpretations, please feel free to interact with us. Even if you don't watch the show live, you can comment in the comment section, and one of us in studio will definitely see it and get back to you. Don't forget, if you want to share yourself singing or performing any bhajans, when you record your music, please hold your phone sideways, not upright, in order to record a perfectly shaped video that will fit our let's just say our requirements for uploading your videos with us or showcasing your videos with us. Don't forget. Okay, so let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to continue with our with the medieval interpretations of Ayyappa Swami. We'll be back straight after this.
See flooring differently. Innova Floor Santon. Contact us today.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Ayyappa. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, for those of you that just joined us, so we are talking about the origins of Ayyappa Swami, as you can call it a part 2 episode, as yesterday we started off with Guru Sivaraman, who assisted us in the belief of a true deity of Ayyappa Appa, as I call him. And he shared his views, his beliefs, and a little bit of explanation of what this deity is about, and what his fast is about, and what his followings are about. It was nice. Today we have decided to actually continue with the origins of Ayyappa Swami and teach it as if you were new to Hinduism. Okay, so this is episode 126 if you are looking for it a bit later. And now we are moving on to medieval interpretations. Okay, so now in the medieval age, right, the stories of Ayyappan expanded, right? And one story has roots between the 1st and the 3rd century CE, where Ayyappan evolves to be a deity who also protects traders and merchants from enemies, such as, you get your robbers and your plundering outlaws. And Ayyappa came to be portrayed as a military genius. His temple and tradition inspired Hindu yogi missionaries who protected the trade routes in South India from criminals and looters, restoring dharmic trading practices. Now, in one of the stories, Ayyappan is portrayed as a child of a priest whose father was murdered by the fearsome outlaw Udayanan. The outlaw has also kidnaps a princess, and then Ayyappan then makes a daring rescue, attacks and kills evil Udayanan. In another version of the story, the rulers of Pandalam themselves sent Ayyappa as a missionary to the Pandyan rulers, to whom the ruler of Pandalam was related. Then in another late medieval era variation of the story, Ayyappan forms an alliance with the Muslim warrior Vavar against Udayanan, the basis for some devotees worshipping both in a mosque and then in a Hindu temple before starting a pilgrimage to the Ayyappan shrine. Now, according to Paul Younger, I've dug into Paul's research as well, Mr. Younger, thank you. Now, according to Paul Younger, supplementary legends appeared in the late medieval times that linked other Hindu deities and mythologies to the Ayyappan heritage, right? And one such story links Ayyappan to the buffalo demon Mahishasura and the buffalo demoness Mahishasuri. Will you guys remember these names? Okay, so the story I'm talking about now links Ayyappan to the buffalo demon Mahishasura and the buffalo demoness Mahishasuri. The divine beings Datta and Leela came to earth as humans. Datta wanted to return to the divine realm, but Leela enjoyed her life on earth and Datta's company. She wanted to stay on earth, and Datta became angry and cursed her to become a Mahishi, or a water buffalo demoness. Leela in turn cursed him to become a Mahisha, or water buffalo demon. So they plundered they plundered earth with their evil acts, right? The water buffalo demon Mahishasura was killed by goddess Durga, while the water demoness Mahishasuri was killed by Ayyappan, ending the terror of evil and liberating divine Leela, who was previously cursed. Now these legends, states Younger, syncretically link and combine various Hindu traditions around Shiva, Shaivism, Vishnu, Vaishnavism, and Devi, Shaktiism. Now, before we continue to talk about temples and other religions, coming up next we have Kiran and Nivi all the way in the United States of America with Harivarasanam.
Harivarasanam Vishwamohanam Haridadhishwaram Aradhya Padukam Harivimardanam Nityanartanam Hariharatmajam Devamashraye Sharanam Ayyappa Swami Sharanam Ayyappa Sharanam Ayyappa Swami Sharanam Ayyappa Sharana Kirtanam Bhaktamanasam Bharanalolupam Nartanalasam Arunabhasuram Bhutanayakam Hariharatmajam Devamashraye Sharanam Ayyappa Swami Sharanam Ayyappa Sharanam Ayyappa Swami Sharanam Ayyappa Pranaya Satyakam Pranaya Satyakam Prananayakam Pranatakalpakam Suprabhanchitam Pranavamandiram Kirtanapriyam Hariharatmajam Devamashraye Sharanam Ayyappa Swami Sharanam Ayyappa Sharanam Ayyappa Swami Sharanam Ayyappa Turagavahanam Sundarananam Varagadayudham Vedavarnitam Guru Kripakaram Kirtanapriyam Hariharatmajam Devamashraye Sharanam Ayyappa Swami Sharanam Ayyappa Sharanam Ayyappa Swami Sharanam Ayyappa Tribhuvanarchitam Devatatmakam Trinayanam Prabhum Divyadeshikam Tridasha Pujitam Chintitapradam Hariharatmajam Devam भावुकापहं भावुकावहं भुवनमोहनं भूतिभूषणं धवळवाहनं दिव्यवारणं हरिहरात्मजं देवमाश्रये शरणमय्यप्पा स्वामी शरणमय्यप्पा शरणमय्यप्पा स्वामी शरणमय्यप्पा कळमृदुस्मितं सुन्दराननं कळभकोमलं गात्रमोहनं कळभकेसरी वाजिवाहनं हरिहरात्मजं देवमाश्रये शरणमय्यप्पा स्वामी शरणमय्यप्पा शरणमय्यप्पा स्वामी शरणमय्यप्पा श्रितजनप्रियं चिन्तितप्रदं श्रुतिविभूषणं साधुजीवनं श्रुतिमनोहरम् शरणमय्यप्पा स्वामी श्रुतिमनोहरं शरणमय्यप्पा श्रुतिमनो Ayyappa, 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 Shruti Manoharam, Geetalalasam, Hariharatmajam, Devamashraye, Sharanamayyappa, Swami Sharanamayyappa. शरणमय्यप्पा स्वामी शरणमय्यप्पा 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 स्वामी शरणमय्यप्पा स्वामी शरणमय्यप्पा स्वामी शरणमय्यप्पा अय्यप्पा
Swami Ayyappa, beautiful delivery from Kiran and Nivi as they sang Harivarashanam. It was a beautiful, beautiful song as Himalaya is coming in on YouTube, sharing her love as well with she says beautiful bhajan. Thank you, Himali. Thank you so much, my darling. Thank you. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue with our teachings of the origins of Ayyappa, and we'll move on to talking about the temples as well as Sabrimala, and we'll talk about basically the place obviously around Ayyappa Swami. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, I'll carry on with the show. Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Ayyappa. Welcome back, everybody. For those of you that don't know, yes, we are talking about the origins of Ayyappa Swami, as I refer to him as Ayyappa Appa. This is episode 126, if you didn't know and you want to make notes somewhere. Yes, we are talking about Ayyappa Swami. Okay, so we decided to move along from the core story and the legend of Ayyappa Swami, and I like to refer to him as Ayyappa Appa. Let's talk a bit about the temples, right? Now, there are many temples in Kerala, as they say. My research says, I've never been to Kerala, but there are many temples in Kerala whose presiding deity is Ayyappan. The most famous among them being the Sabrimala temple. Padinethampadi Karupan is guardian of Ayyappan temple. Now the temple attracts millions of visitors every year during the Mandala season from mid-November to mid-January. There are important other temples, and I would like to mention that there's one in Erasmia, Pretoria, South Africa. Now, a very big hello and Swami Ayyappa to Dr. Raj Kolapan himself, if he does ever get to watch the show. He's such a busy man, and yes, he's a doctor, so he has no time for TV. But because of him and his organization, the people in his team, they have made a replica of the one in India, right here in South Africa. And if you don't know about it, Google it. You will find the one in South Africa, in Pretoria, if I'm not mistaken, Erasmia, Pretoria, and you can Google the Ayyappa Swami Chitra. It's beautiful. I've been there, and it's amazing. The energy, the power. It could also just be my belief, but hey, in any religion, in any culture, if your Shakti and Bhakti is strong and big and huge and real, wherever you go to pray, you'll feel that energy. But the energy I felt there was amazing. It's nothing like I felt before. Okay, so for those of you who want to know about the Ayyappa temples around the world, there are many different, and I personally choose to not continue to talk about the Ayyappan temples around India. Okay, but either way, let's move to Sabrimala, right? Everybody knows about Sabrimala. Now, Ayyappan has roots in Kerala, but his influence and popularity have grown among the Hindus in South India states. And this is of his temples. The most significant is at Sabrimala, right? Everybody knows this, everybody believes this, and I would rather stick to the Sabrimala talk of temples and his temple, Ayyappa Swami himself, right? Now, Sabrimala is set in the forests of the Pattanamthitta district. Please forgive me if I mispronounced that, right? And in the western Ghats of the banks of River Pamba, for those of you who know this place, in the southeast of Kottayam. Now, it is a major pilgrimage, everybody. It's major, it's big, attracting millions of Hindus every single year, particularly of the Malayali, the Tamil, the Kannada, and the Telugu heritage. Now, many begin preparations months in advance by leading a simple life. Okay, you don't just start fasting on day one because you were told, hey, this is now when I start fasting. You have to prep before this fast. So, months before you start, you must prep your body, prep yourself, and live and lead a simple life, doing yoga, abstaining from sexual activities, eating a vegetarian diet or partially fasting, like wearing black or blue or sadhu style dress for 41 days. Also then trekking as a group to the shrine. These 41 days now of rituals are termed as Vrutam. And as Guru Sivaraman told me yesterday, Vratam. And before beginning the Vratam, one must have to wear a Tulsi Mala or a Rudraksha Mala. Now, the group does not recognize any form of social or economic discrimination such as caste. Okay? And all devotees from a fraternity welcoming each other as equals, which is beautiful. I mean, Guru Sivaraman was sharing, the rich come, the poor come, all different types of classes come together and respect one another as equals, which I thought was the most beautiful thing, because that's what I fight for every day. Now, the pilgrims, right, call each other by the same name during the trek, Swami. Now, after their long walk, covering about 18 miles, as they measure it, they bath in the Pamba River. Then they climb 18 steps at the Sabramala shrine, each representing a dharmic value, right? Ethics or interiorized gods. The shrine priests and devotees bring flowers from all over the western Ghats and scatter them near the shrine, all the while chanting shlokas. Now, to keep the human traffic organized, right, not havoc, not like a fish market, to keep the human traffic organized, Ayyappan devotees reserve and are assigned a pilgrimage day from one of the 51 days of pilgrimage, right? And each day sees over 100,000 walking pilgrims. Women of menstruating age between the ages of 10 and 50 was strictly prohibited in the temple until 2018. Now, this was said to be due to the belief that Lord Ayyappan is a brahmachari, meaning celibate. You know, he's a celibate deity. And the Supreme Court of India ruled on 28th of September 2018 that women could not be prohibited from entering the temple, which is beautiful. And the devotees, they wear simple dress on the day of pilgrimage up the hills and through the forest. Many go barefoot, okay, and carry the irumuri, a walking stick for the regional Hindu yogis, with 2-compartment little bags sometimes carried on the head. Now, they wear a tulasi leaves and well, I call it the tulsi leaf, and the rudraksha beads around their neck, symbolism for Vishnu and Shiva, while fellow Hindus gather along the trek path, cheering and helping them complete their journey for the Ayyappan pilgrim states. E. Valentine Daniel, the pilgrimage is a part of their spiritual journey. Now, if you look at the other religions, which is quite fascinating to me, other religions, he's also revered by the Muslims in Kerala, which is amazing. And the Muslims in Kerala, due to his friendship with Vavar, which the story and the legend I told you earlier will make sense now. Muslims in Kerala, now you know they believe in the Vavar, right? So the Muslims in Kerala, due to the friendship with Vavar, who is identified to all of us as a Muslim brigand or brigand in local versions of the Ayyappan myth. Now, in this mythology, Ayyappan confronts the plunder-driven pirate, robber Vavar, in the jungle on his way to collect the tigress milk. Y'all know the story, right? So, in the mythology, and Ayyappan, when he confronts the robber Vavar, yeah, that's who we're talking about now. This happened in the jungle when he was going to go and get collect the tigress's milk. So they fight, and Ayyappan defeats Vavar, and Vavar changes his way, becomes Ayyappan's trusted lieutenant, helping fight other pirates and robbers. And in another version, Vavar is stated to be a Muslim saint from Arabia who works with Ayyappan. So there's also a mosque dedicated to Ayyappan's lieutenant Vavar Swami, stands next to the Kaduta Swami shrine at the foot of the pilgrimage path, both as a form of guardian deities. Some pilgrims offer a prayer to both before beginning their Sabrimala forest and mountain pilgrimage hike. Now, according to Kent, the mosque does not contain mortal remains of Vavar Swami, though the mosque near Sabrimala includes a grave, and no one can date Vavar nor provide when and where he lived, so he may be a myth. The Vavar legend and Pali shrines may reflect the Hindu approach to accepting and co-opting legendary figures or saints of other religions within its fold. Now, as you know, it's come towards the end of the show where I have to make sure that we educate you on the 108 principles of the value system, and every day we must teach you one lesson. But before we do, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about the lesson from the Tirukkural.
Get your business to the next level. Advertise on TV. Contact Kimera.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Ayyappa. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, so now, for those of you that just joined the show, we are at the end of the show as we're teaching the Tirukkural, the lessons from the Tirukkural. Here we are sitting at the 108 principles of the value system from the Tirukkural. Today's lesson is being taught from number 46.
Today's lesson from the 108 principles of the value system from the Tirukkural is number 46. Be courteous to others.
For those of you who are looking for a guru to perform the following services, please contact Guru Indresan as he can assist you with your Jandagam, your astrological readings known as your Panchagam, your Navagrah Shanti, your house prayers, your business prayers, your car prayers, your temple and hall weddings, your ceremonies like your 16 days and your 1 year, your Janda prayers, as well as your auspicious Hawans and your Kumbha Abhishekams. Please contact Guru Indresan on 081 325 0115. For those of you who need a little help with things more intense than the services you saw with Guru Indresan, please contact Guru Prega as he can assist you with your astrological readings, your spiritual cleansings, your cleansing prayers, your house prayers, your business prayers, your car prayers, your temple and hall weddings, your funerals, your ceremonies like your 16 days and your 1 year, your auspicious Hawans. He can also assist you with your trance and your different types of prayers like your Kali prayers and your porridge prayers and your midnight prayers as well as your Murugan prayers. Please contact Guru Prega on 082 578 3833. Well, for those of you who are residing in South Africa and want to see the temple that we can go and praise Swami Ayyappa to the fullest, and the one that is exactly the same version as the one you see in India, you can go to the one in Erasmia, Pretoria. If I could just quickly open my phone, where it's called the Pretoria Bhajane Mandiram. And well, devotees, for those of you who want to know, if you don't mind me picking up my cell phone to read this to you, as we approach a sacred period of Ayyappa Mandalam, we invite all devotees to join us in the marking and the beginning of the profound spiritual journey through the observance of Ayyappan Vratam, 41-day fast leading up to Ayyappa Makara Valakud Puja on 20th January 2024. Well, for those of you who are looking for bookings and want to know how it works, please do contact them, as on Google you can find all of their contact details. They are available and they are very loving and friendly people. I have contacted them myself from the Google numbers I found, and they will treat you like royalty. If you are interested to know anything about the Ayyappa Treatam, you can contact them. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for tomorrow morning, hoping we can go live at 9 a.m. due to load shedding schedules are very bad, so it's not really the crack of dawn, but catch me on the Crack of Dawn show tomorrow as we're talking about ghost ships discovered near the Bermuda Triangle. as you can see it. This is episode 182, guys. And well, don't forget, we got in-betweeners. Like, we laugh and open up the show with Wack and Simpson's prank. Great music, English entertainment if you like it. And our personal favorite, Auntie Sheila, a stand-up comedian from Durban. And well, we usually go live at 8 a.m., ladies and gentlemen, as the advert shows you. But due to load shedding, we will go live at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So yes, join me in the morning as it is a variety show. It is an English show and it's fun and it's a nice way to start your morning with great smiles and positive energy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show as I've educated you on the origins of Ayyappa Swami, as I say, Ayyappa Appa. If you are searching for the show a little bit later, this is episode 126. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of, insight and interest and wisdom on Ayyappa Swami. If you felt we could have done a better job and you reside somewhere in Johannesburg in South Africa, drop us a message in the comment section and we can redo the show and teach again. It will be brilliant. I don't mind. This is a public platform. Anyways, guys, I'll check you guys tomorrow morning on the Crack of Dawn show. From myself, Kimera, Heeralal, and the Atonville TV team, Vadakam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sairam, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Ayyappa. Good night, everyone.